Pooh, as good as gold. Good as gold. One dizzy day, Winnie Pooh decided to stay inside and count his honey pots. I knew I had 3 pots of honey yesterday, he said to himself, so I shouldn't have 3 pots of honey today. Pooh opened his cupboard and counted slowly 1, 2, 3 out loud. 2, Pooh repeated, scratching his head. Oh, brother, I meant to be missing number 3. I where it could be. And then Rio Hope opened the door. Come and see the rainbow Pooh, and little kangaroo called, hopping up and down. Pooh forgot all about his missing honey pot and followed him ran outside. There he found Owl and Tigger grazing up the sky. Owl said, Did I ever tell you what my Uncle Midas said about rainbows? He said there's a pot of gold at the end of each one. What's gold? Roo asked. Gold is something valuable, Roo. Owl explained, something you should have a lot of. Like honey, Pooh said hopefully. Not exactly, Owl puffed and said. Gold is shining yellowish. That's what sounds like honey, Pooh interrupted. Well, it's not. I'm sorry, Pooh. He remembered that Pooh, being a bear, a rare little brain, sometimes need extra help in understanding things, so he explained it this way. He said, Gold is a precious metal. It's so precious that you could trade it for things you want, like honey. Pooh couldn't help saying, I suppose, said Owl, but try to be patient. And so was Owl. Piggaroo went into search for a pot at the end of the rainbow. His friends hurried through the forest, hoping that the rainbow would disappear before they found the gold. They ran into Piglet. Hello, Piglet. We're searching for a pot of gold. Gold's shiny. More precious than honey. Punny was disappointed and said you probably won't want to share it then. Nonsense, said Pooh. The more the merrier. For all we know, there's a huge pot of gold just waiting for all of us. As friends hurried along, Piglet asked, Pooh, do you know where the end of the rainbow is? No, said I was following you, but I know following Roo, said Piglet. Roo pointed at Tigger, but I was following him. The little kangaroo said, from here to there, Owl called down. The rainbow looks like the Pool Sticks Bridge. Suddenly, Piglet noticed something very shiny beneath the tree. Oh, he cried, I found the gold. Piglet's friends early hurried over the glittering object and gathered around. I'm sorry, Piglet, he said, but I'm afraid that we have not here a pot of gold, but a rock. Pooh saw the Piglet was embarrassed, but it was a very nice rock. Here, Piglet, you keep it. Thank you, Piglet. Taking the rock in his hand, the sun glittered off the side of the surface. Why, it's nice, Piglet said cheerfully. I think I'll put it on my dresser. They continued on their way. After a while, Tigger felt the crunch beneath his feet. Oops, I stepped on something. The others glanced at the ground. Oh dear, said Piglet, you stepped on Robin's egg. Yes, but empty. Pooh's announced happily. Look, here are more empty shells. The babies must have hatched and flown away for their mother. Look at what the bright blue eggs they are. And they even have speckles on them, like someone splashed them with paint. Well, they're pretty, aren't they? Said Pooh. Yep, I'm going to take one home with me. Blue makes me feel all bouncy. But Roo was more interested in the nest of grass. May I ask it? Keep it. And Robin said, Fish, I don't see why not, asked Owl. And so, carefully carrying their newfound treasures, friends continued to search for the pot of gold. As they approached Pooh Sticks Bridge, Pooh looked up and said, Oh, rainbow's disappearing. Oh, everyone cried out and looked for the pot of gold. There's no time to lose. Owl flew across the bridge, began searching for the other side. Tigger, Roo, Piglet went down were carrying the scramble down the bank. Pooh ran to the middle of the bridge and looked for the water below, just in case the pot of gold fallen in. After a moment, Pooh cried, Roo, do you see something in the bridge? Is a pot of gold, Roo called excitedly. Owl hurried over the Pooh and ran across the bridge and slid down the bank. When Pooh reached his friends, he saw disappointed looks on their faces. He saw the pot. It was not full of gold, but full of honey. Oh, Pooh cried happily. It's number 3. Number 3, muttered Owl, frowning. Oh, Pooh continued. It's my missing honey pot. I was continuing my honey pots this morning, but I only had 2. This is number 3. But they were doing there, grumpy old us. I left it yesterday, Pooh explained. I must have forgotten to have packed up my picnic things. I know we didn't find a pot of gold, Piglet declared brightly, but we collected lots of treasures, like this shiny rock. And some bright blue robin's eggs, and Tigger a mirthful nest, said Roo. And my missing honey pot. Grinding hump, oh, grumble, we must have good for you, but I didn't find anything. All at once, Pooh had an idea. He shook his honey pot. Number 3 tripled upside down until he had eaten every last bit of honey inside. Wait here, said Honey, hurrying to the woods. A short while later, returned, honey pot full of flowing red, blue, green, yellow berries. You may not have found a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, but now you have very little own rainbow pot of gold. Yes, so do I. The beautiful rainbow-colored berries, golden-colored pot before him. And the merry group headed home. Owl cleared his throat. Did I ever tell you what my Uncle Maya said about good friends? He asked. No, what? Went Pooh. They're as good as gold, replied Owl. Pooh and his friends had to admit they were feeling very rich indeed.